God said that anybody who has denied you and anybody who plans on denying you from this point forward or does anything wrong to you, they are going to suffer heavy consequences. One thing you got to understand about God, God is a jealous God. And he is also a God of war, and he's a God of revenge. Folks, listen, everything that happens on earth happens through God first. There's nothing that's happening in your life that didn't get God permission. If you a child of the Most High God, you the finest, precious thing to God. And one thing God will do is he will protect you by any means necessary. He won't let nobody say nothing rude to you. He won't let nobody do nothing behind your back or nothing. All that gets held into accountability. All that gets cashed in when it comes down to the chosen one. And I just want to let you know, all right, there's a lot of people in your life right now who has denied you. There's a lot of people in your life right now who want to see you do bad. It's a lot of people in your life right now who doing things behind your back that you don't know nothing about. It's a lot of people right now in your life that's holding up your success on purpose because they know where you're going to go. God is going to punish them, all right? It's going to be some really bad things that's going to happen to people that have done you wrong, all right? Because this is your time. First things first, this is what you got to understand if you know for a fact you're a chosen one. Do you remember who you are? All right. Do you not know who you are? You know, like, do you forget sometimes that you have power inside of you? Do you forget sometimes that you are in cahoots with the creator of the universe? Do you forget that sometimes? Listen, everything you say happens. Everything that you speak into existence, haven't you noticed that it happens? Everywhere you go, why is everybody happy all of a sudden? Everywhere you go, people have life. You are able to create life when you go certain places. Everything you touch turns gold. If it's broke, when you touch it, it gets fixed. If people have an attitude, when you hit the room, they act like they know all of a sudden. They happy. They got to fake it around you. People got to fake it and be fake around you because they know who you are. All right? They know who you are. And anytime you come in contact with people, ain't it funny how they all get blessed? Just because you around, just because people in your presence, God will bless everything in your presence. Just because you are around, that's how much power you got. That's how you know you the chosen one. And see, here's the thing. Everybody that denies you and everybody that does something behind your back, God knows it. And guess what he's going to do? They're going to be cursed and they're going to suffer and they're never going to have peace. And this is the consequences that happens when you do the chosen one wrong. This is what happens to people when they doing you wrong. Even though you probably might not know nothing about it, you probably do know something about it. But I'm telling you, everybody who has done something wrong to you, I guarantee you 110% they've paid for it and they probably still paying for it now. You know what I'm saying? And when you were with them, people act like they always better than you. You know, when you around people, they try to always act like they better than you. They try to act like they don't see your vision and all this. All that's getting taken into accountability. Don't nobody get away when they mess with you. Don't nobody get away with nothing. Don't nobody get away from doing the chosen one wrong. When you do the chosen one wrong, your whole life is gonna go backwards. Period. People's whole life is going backwards right now because they came in contact with you and they did you wrong. They came in contact with the chosen one, and they did you wrong. See, deep down inside, they knew it. But see, they didn't want to admit to it because of their pride, their ego, you know. But they didn't want to say, oh man, like, you are the one. You are special. You different. You the most different guy that I ever met in my life. But you know what? I'm going to control you. I'm going to try to control you and tell you what to do. I don't have to do, I'm not submitting. I'm not going to be your helper or nothing like that. Okay. I guarantee you they went back 50 feet. I guarantee you. And they still looking at your life to this day. You know why? Because they guilty. They in denial. Listen, can't nobody do the chosen one wrong. God will make your enemies into your footstool right in front of their face. And right now, folks, I'm telling you, everybody that did you wrong, they are so miserable. You see them, they so stressed out. They ain't doing nothing like when you was around. Now they can't even get nothing done. They can't concentrate no more. They not elevating no more. When you was there, you know what I'm saying? You gave them the spirit of God. They didn't have the spirit of God. You had it. You was God's favorite when you was around. They knew who you were. They knew who you were. And see, They thought they could get away with it in that time frame because your energy and your presence is just so mesmerizing, and you just look so good, and you got everything good happening for you. The universe is working for you. Luck is on your side. You're very blessed. And see, they wanted that little 5 minutes of fame to try to defame you. They wanted that 5 minutes of trying to feel important to try to make you feel bad. They wanted to try God. You can't try God. No. And see, listen, if they denied you, they denied God. You remember the story in the Bible? God showed Joseph a dream, right? And he told Joseph, you the chosen one. You got a coat of many colors. What did Joseph do? Joseph went, told his brothers. What did his brothers them do? Hated on him, tried to get him killed. But that wasn't God's plan. God knew that was going to happen. And guess what? Potiphar, the king, he found favor in Joseph. He seen that Joseph was great. He was different. He was smart. Something was different about him. And it was because God was with Joseph. That's why the king favored Joseph. Like, oh man, there's something about you, man. I can't understand what it is. But listen, come work for me in my palace. And then Joseph went and worked for the king, Potiphar, right? And then y'all already know the story. Joseph was such a chosen one. He was so great. He had so much anointing on him. The king's wife tried to sleep with Joseph behind her husband's back. She was seducing him every other day. She was seducing him. Please sleep with me. Please sleep with me. And what she do? She got to the point where she was so anxious to try to sleep with Joseph. She grabbed him one day when nobody was around, and he tried to get up off of her, and he left his coat in her arm. And since she had his coat in her arm when he was gone, she lied on him. Listen, she tried to lie on him and say, look, y'all, look. See, he came in my room and tried to sleep with me, and then I screamed and yelled, and then he left his coat. Him, the Hebrew. You know what I'm saying? She tried to lie on him because she couldn't get to sleep with him. And then that got him sent to prison. Potiphar sent Joseph to prison or whatever. That didn't work. That didn't even work. He became friends with the guards in jail. And then the guards made him friends, with them. And then he became the overseer of all the prisoners in the jail. You can't win when you're trying to put down the chosen one. And then next thing you know, the same king, he kicked his his cupbearers down to the prison too. Both of them, they went down there, had dreams. Nobody could tell them what their dreams meant, but Joseph, who was in the prison with them, Joseph told them what the dreams meant. When they got out, they went and told Joseph, and then the Potiphar had a dream. Now we're in the story of Pharaoh, but I think it's something like that. Y'all get the story. Basically, what I'm saying is, no matter what they try to do, if they deny you, if they hate on you, if they snitch on you for something you didn't do, try to gaslight you, try to set you up, it don't matter. It's going to come around and it's going to bite them. It's going to come around like karma, and they're going to see a sign from God that they did the wrong thing. They messed with the chosen one. They knew who you was the whole time. But see, like I said, when you in the presence of people, sometimes they too afraid to admit that they lesser than you. They too afraid to admit that they don't have what you have. They too afraid to admit that you are gifted, that your spirit, it makes them feel good. They don't want to tell you, oh man, I feel good when I be around you. Oh man, you help me out. You a blessing in my life. They know the reason why they getting blessings because you around. They know that. But they never gonna tell you that. And that's why I'm saying, doing the chosen one is the worst thing you can possibly ever do. That's the worst crime in humanity. You cannot do a chosen one wrong. That's God's child. Don't be surprised if you hear some rumors come up about something that happened to somebody that did something to you. Don't be surprised. Don't be surprised. Don't be surprised if somebody came down ill and got sick and you was just hanging with them. You was just hanging with them. And see, you don't know what they were talking about behind your back. And you was just hanging with them. They became sick. Just like that. Don't be surprised if one of your friends call you and say, my car got totaled. You know what I'm saying? My car got totaled and I can't drive no more. Yep, that's because they wouldn't help you out. You know, they knew you wasn't driving at the time. They never offered you no ride. They never said, can you want to borrow my car? Nothing. And guess what God did? He totaled the car. God do stuff like that. You ain't know. Don't be surprised if somebody get exposed to you. you know what I'm saying, and they thought that they was gonna get around something with you, like, and try to get in your pockets or try to come into your home or something like that, low key, without you really knowing who they truly are. And then all of a sudden, somebody done exposed them. Oh yeah, they're a scammer. Somebody done exposed them, done told the truth about them. Now you know who they really are. See, look, everything that glitter ain't gold. People try to glitter so hard, but they ain't got no gold inside of them, y'all. They some Decepticons. If he come back apologizing, no. You gave him many, multiple chances. He denied you 3 times. No, let God deal with it now. Let God deal with it now. So I'm just making this message to let you know, man. Look, God said anybody who deny you, they will suffer punishment. All right? Don't worry about nothing. You protected and you covered. Okay? It ain't nowhere you can't go. And nothing you can't do. People can't even touch you. People can't even touch you. They can't even say nothing about you behind your back if you're not even there.